Welcome to my channel Celeb World Insight. Stay tuned for the latest celebrity news, trends, and all the inside scoop on your favorite stars. Myles Garrett trade request, best team fits, contract implications. Cleveland Browns star edge rusher Myles Garrett, known for both his dominance on the field and his passion for basketball, made waves Monday morning by posting a trade request on social media. Expressing frustration with his team's lack of success, Garrett, who has spent the first 8 years of his career with the Browns, is seeking a move to a team with a better chance of competing for a Super Bowl. At 29 years old, Garrett is one of the NFL's premier players, regardless of position. This past season, he ranked second in sacks with 14.5 and sixth in pass rush win rate at 21.5%. As an elite edge rusher, he plays a high-demand position, meaning teams would likely offer significant assets, including premium draft picks and young star players, to acquire him. While the Browns have made it clear they have no intention of trading Garrett, the possibility of a trade would certainly generate attractive offers, including multiple first-round picks. Could Garrett's contract impact a potential trade? Before diving into potential trade destinations, it's important to consider the challenges Garrett's contract presents for the Browns. Due to previous restructures, the Browns would face a massive dead money cap hit of over $36 million in 2025 if they traded him. Since they can't spread this hit across 2 years, as with post-June 1 releases, they would likely have to wait until after June 1st to execute the trade if they want to manage the cap impact more effectively. For the acquiring team, the financials would be more manageable. Garrett is owed just under $20 million for the current year and $25 million in 2026. However, any team looking to trade for Garrett would likely need to extend his contract once the trade is complete. To make the trade more feasible for both sides, it's likely the Browns would restructure or extend Garrett's deal prior to the move. Best team fits for Myles Garrett. If the Browns were to entertain the idea of trading Garrett, several teams would be logical landing spots for the star edge rusher. His combination of pass rushing ability, leadership, and playmaking would make him a highly coveted asset in any defensive scheme, especially for teams with playoff aspirations. Best fits for Myles Garrett. If the Browns were to entertain trade offers for Myles Garrett, several teams would make sense as potential landing spots. Each of these teams is in win-now mode and could benefit from adding an elite edge rusher to elevate their Super Bowl chances. 1. Detroit Lions. The Lions are in a prime position to make a deep playoff run and have the cap flexibility to take on Garrett's contract. With Aiden Hutchinson already on the roster, pairing him with Garrett would create one of the most fearsome pass-rushing duos in the league. Detroit finished the season with a 15-2 record but suffered an unexpected early playoff exit, highlighting the need for a game-changing defensive piece. While the Lions are slightly short on draft picks due to previous trades, they still hold their first and second-round picks for the next 2 years. Given their aggressive approach in recent seasons, it wouldn't be surprising if Detroit at least explored the possibility of acquiring Garrett. With a defense that ranked 23rd in sacks, 37, this move could be the final piece to push them over the top. 2. Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are another team in immediate Super Bowl contention, with a chance to win it all this week. However, their cap situation is tighter than Detroit's, meaning they'd need to restructure contracts to accommodate Garrett. But if there's one general manager willing to make bold moves to bring in top-tier talent, it's Howie Roseman. If Philadelphia falls short in the Super Bowl, especially due to an inability to pressure Patrick Mahomes, it wouldn't be shocking to see them make a big splash in the offseason. With Josh Sweat set to hit free agency, adding Garrett would ensure the Eagles remain dominant in the trenches. 3. Atlanta Falcons. Could a blockbuster deal be on the horizon? While jokingly suggesting a Kirk Cousins for Garrett trade might be a stretch, the Falcons are a logical destination for an elite pass rusher. Atlanta had high expectations heading into the season but fell apart down the stretch. Assuming they move on from Cousins, they'll have rookie quarterback Michael Penix Jr. on an affordable contract, giving them the financial flexibility to build an elite supporting cast. The Falcons have long struggled to generate pressure, ranking 31st in sacks, 31, and 30th in pressure rate, 26.9% this season. Acquiring Garrett would provide an immediate boost to a pass rush that has been a weak point for years. While division rival Carolina could also make a play for Garrett, the Falcons seem like the more attractive option for him if he's looking to maximize his Super Bowl chances. More potential fits for Myles Garrett. If the Cleveland Browns were to trade Myles Garrett, several other teams could emerge as serious contenders for the star edge rusher. From NFC up-and-comers looking to capitalize on a championship window to AFC powerhouses in need of an elite pass rusher, here are more possible destinations for Garrett. Washington Commanders. After a surprising run to the NFC Championship game in Jaden Daniels' rookie season, the Commanders are likely exploring ways to maximize their quarterback's rookie contract window. Adding a defensive cornerstone like Garrett could be the perfect move to accelerate their rebuild on that side of the ball. The Houston Texans took an aggressive approach in free agency after C.J. Stroud's breakout rookie campaign, aiming to capitalize on their window of opportunity. While that strategy had mixed results, it showed how teams prioritize building around a young, cost-controlled quarterback. Washington could follow a similar blueprint by making a blockbuster move for Garrett to solidify their defense. Any AFC contender with a catch. There's no doubt that teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, and Houston Texans would love to add Garrett to their roster. Even the Baltimore Ravens and Cincinnati Bengals could make sense in theory. However, the likelihood of Cleveland trading him within their own division is extremely low. The Browns would almost certainly prefer to send Garrett to the NFC, minimizing the chance of facing him in a high-stakes playoff game. That doesn't mean an AFC team couldn't land him, but it would likely come at a steeper price. Any team in the conference, whether it's the Chiefs, Bills, Texans, Denver Broncos, or Los Angeles Chargers, would have to make an overwhelming offer to convince Cleveland to keep him in the AFC. While the Browns insist they have no plans to trade Garrett, the possibility remains intriguing. If a team is willing to make a massive offer, whether in the NFC or AFC, Garrett could find himself in a new uniform for the 2025 season. Were there any 2024 celebrity breakups we missed, or ones that left you heartbroken? Share your thoughts in the comments.